I want to do a quick follow-up on the use of hygrometers in your incubators and the settings that you're going to see on your incubators that give you your temperature and humidity. So, I just started this incubator last Friday. I've already got eggs sitting in it. It's reading 99.5 and 55% humidity. When I showed the video last week, you can look down here and it says it's 100.4 and 46% humidity. Now the thing that you have to recognize is their sensors are all the way at the top as well and not all the way down here at the bottom. So I would recommend, if you have concerns, throw a have to be better skilled than I am. You want to put one of these little hygrometers in next to your eggs. Okay? And then you can double check the readings. If you can afford to do the Govies, then you can watch from your phone as well. Now this also matters over here. So in your tabletop incubators, this is your panel that senses. This is your heating element and fan. So you do want to make sure that you always have circulated air. So it's basically like a convection oven. So now this one is not on at the moment, but what I do want to point out is this sensor doesn't reach all the way to the bottom tray that your eggs are sitting on. So when I close this up, you're going to see like it barely even hangs from the top half of this unit. It doesn't get down to the bottom half of the unit. So you are going to have some discrepancies between what it reads up here and what is being read down here. Okay, so now that's not anything that needs to stress you out. You need to remember your eggs are probably about this tall, so that is going to be closer to the sensor, and that's why we turn as well, so that there's more heat on one side, might be a little cooler on the other side, but that's the same thing that happens in the nest. Mama's on top, and she might get her feet underneath, but a lot of times the bottom of the egg is cooler because it's on the ground or in a nest or whatever. So when you turn the eggs, then they're getting that heat all over the egg and the baby develops just fine. Don't let it stress you out unless you're seeing wildly rampant different temperatures. So over here, here it's saying 154% humidity. And when I go down here, I'm seeing 98 and 49% humidity. And that's okay, because again, that's the sensor right there. So I did just put a hygrometer in here. And see, it's coming up to temp already, but it's not quite there yet. So, and at this angle, I can't even read it. 84% humidity. Somehow I don't think so. It'll figure itself out. It's only been in there for maybe a minute from when I started this video. So that's my recommendation, just to know kind of what your unit is doing and that it's okay to have variance from here down to here. Now, the other thing that I will share is as I incubate and as I add new batches in, I do put the newer trays, the newer trays to the top, and then I start moving them down. So I only have 3 here. So these eggs were just sat the other day. These are my current, they've been in there a week. So next Friday when I do my weighing and candling and all of that, this tray will end up coming down toward the bottom so that new eggs can come in at the top. And that's okay too. It's all just trying to mimic what happens in nature as closely as you can with machines. You only need to stress like if you have massive temperature difference, if it's 10 degrees different or 20% humidity difference, then you may want to try to figure out what's happening in your incubator that's causing that much of a difference. But I have never seen that. So enjoy the process, do the best that you can, set your settings where you can, and utilize your hygrometers, either these little ones or the Govies. And what I like about the What I like about the Govies, I think I said this in the other video, is they have an app. So you can look up your temperatures on the app, and then you can also set an alert. So it will tell you if it's too high in temperature or too low in temperature, and same with the humidity. So you do have to kind of leave the app open. So what that does to your power drain, I don't know, but it will actually send you messages. Now, the downside of that is when you do your cool and mist and you put them back in the incubator, your humidity spikes. So you're going to see a drop in humidity, and then you're going to see a spike in humidity. And I can show you a picture of that at the end of this video. But those are within reason, because you've had the door open, so it loses humidity. And when you moisten the eggs and you put them back in the incubator, you've added surface area to your humidity, so your humidity is going to go up. As long as it comes back down to a normal range, it's fine. It's all part of the process. So those are just a couple of things to consider.